Recent NBA reports suggest that once again Kyrie Irving is asking to team up with LeBron James, but the superstar duo wouldn't be teaming up in LA, but rather in Dallas with the Mavericks. So today on the Board YouTube channel, we're going to investigate if this is even possible and what the Mavericks might look like with LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, and of course, Luka Doncic. Welcome everybody to the Board YouTube channel, the NBA content division of the Hammer Betting Network, where typically we do go through NBA betting topics, but we're also adding in some general NBA news coverage in videos just like this. And we have some blockbuster news to cover here as LeBron James is at the forefront of the NBA media. Once again, of course, the NBA media has to find a way to make the offseason or the NBA Finals. We're in the middle of the NBA Finals, but of course, we have to make LeBron James the face of the NBA. Over here at the board, we're also covering this story, but we also have our Game 3 preview for the NBA Finals already up on this channel that you should go check out after this video. But in particular, we need to discuss because Kyrie Irving has reportedly reached out to LeBron James, just floating around the idea, just asking if he would be willing to come to Dallas to team up once again. And in this scenario, of course, Luka Doncic would not be going the other way to the Los Angeles Lakers. Marc Cuban of the Dallas Mavericks has said in the past that he'd rather divorce his wife than trade Luka Doncic. So Luka Doncic isn't going anywhere, and he's not going anywhere considering Luka Doncic's age compared to LeBron James's age. But what better source to get this information from than one of the top two sources of news in the NBA media universe? Shams Charania has reported this one that Kyrie Irving sent out that feeler asking if he would be willing to come to the Dallas Mavericks. Now, this is, Shams doing his job here. Shams getting the report out. This is a very weird one. Kyrie Irving is set to become a free agent. Kyrie Irving may not be a Dallas Maverick at the end of the month of June or the start of the month of July. He may not stay with the Dallas Mavericks. What makes this one even weirder in Kyrie Irving and his little recruiting thing is LeBron James is not a free agent. LeBron James is under contract with the Los Angeles Lakers for the upcoming season. At the end of the season that is going to come up, at the end of the 23-24 season, LeBron James also has a player option. And it's not going to be cheap either for Dallas to make this one happen. If you go to what LeBron James is owed, $47 million next season. The Dallas Mavericks are already operating pretty close to the cap. I know there's not as many of those restrictions that are kicking in from the new collective bargaining agreement this season, but even still, if this is going to happen, it's pretty much going to happen through a trade. So Dallas are going to be able to come up with the goods as it comes to trade for draft picks. They have enough of their own draft picks that they can give the Kings ransom, no pun intended. They can give the Kings ransom when it comes to the draft picks. There also has to be the salary balancing where there's not really a lot Dallas are going to be able to offer here. That team is a mess, and they made their team an even bigger mess by trading for Kyrie Irving at the trade deadline. We all thought it was a bad trade. We all thought it was a bad move. We didn't think it'd be this bad where they'd miss not only out on the playoffs, but the play-in tournament altogether. But yeah, the contract situation here isn't great. What's great is that they have Luka Doncic locked in, and as long as he's there, they have the opportunity to be a competitive basketball team. But Kyrie Irving, free agent. Then you go to Tim Hardaway Jr. He's overpaid. He's making $18 million upcoming season, and he's going to be making $16 million a season after that. Next one is Bertans. He's overpaid. He's going to be making $17 million this season, and I believe that is a player option worth $16 million. He's not going to be nice and not take that. He's going to take that. So these are some bad contracts they're going to have to offer up LA. Reggie Bullock, 1 year, that could be done. Maxi Kleber, $11 million. You know what? Not the worst thing in the world to trade. I think a team would take that on. Maxi Kleber is a decent player, but other than that, you're giving JaVale McGee back. You have to give up Josh Green to entice the Lakers in some capacity to want to make this trade. So as far as the trade goes, you're either dumping bad contracts to the Lakers. The Lakers, that LeBron James is under contract with them. Why would the Lakers want to make this trade? I understand that the report is just, hey, Kyrie's messing in his old friend LeBron. What do you think about coming to Dallas? I could reach out to LeBron myself and say, what do you think about coming to the Raptors? Not a lot of stock into this story as a whole. We're just kind of exploring if this would be a possibility. Where it becomes a little bit more possible is if LeBron James finds a way to demand a buyout with the Los Angeles Lakers. Then this whole thing becomes a lot easier because, well, now LeBron James, in the buyout process, he cannot get all that money from a salary perspective from the Dallas Mavericks. There's only a set limit that he can get paid if he's bought out to join the Dallas Mavericks. So at that point, he's making like near minimum on the Dallas Mavericks payroll, and Dallas can afford that. The possibility of LeBron demanding a buyout from the Lakers to go play with Kyrie Irving for a season in Dallas, I find that to be pretty low. So ultimately, we asked the question in the title of this video, ultimately, is this possible? Yes. Is it going to happen? We're not going to rule out anything in sports, but no. But let's say it did happen. Let's say this actually happened. Let's say there was, if a trade happened, it'd be a really tough spot for Dallas because, they'd have just no players. Let's say, let's be nice. Let's be nice to Dallas here and say LeBron James got the buyout that he wanted from the Lakers. Let's look at what the team might look like. A team that was one of the bottom 6 or 7 teams in defensive rating last season only got worse when they added in Kyrie Irving. LeBron James is a solid defender. He can't give you solid defense 82 games. He just, at his age, he's 38. He's 38 years old now. He can't give you the high quality reps on both ends of the ball for 35 plus minutes a night. He just is incapable of doing that. So Luka Doncic is there. What's your starting closing 5? Luka Doncic is starting with Kyrie Irving in the guard spots. Luka Doncic can't play defense. He also sometimes doesn't because he's complaining about calls on the other end of the floor instead of running back. Kyrie Irving is not a great defender. LeBron James, we just spoke about what he brings defensively. Then, you're at Maxi Kleber at the 4. Good defender. I think he's a good defender. I think he looks a little bit better on Dallas just because there are no defenders there. So you kind of just comparing to what they have, he's been pretty good. And then you're starting 5-man, is it honestly, is it JaVale McGee? Because you might be able to bring back Dwight Powell. Obviously you can look at free agent stuff, but if you're paying Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic all this money, you have to sign Kyrie Irving to a max to make him stay. You're paying Luka Doncic $40 million. LeBron is not taking up too much money, but you're still overpaying Tim Hardaway. You're still overpaying Bertans. Oh my goodness. You can sign some MLE guys. And you know what? If LeBron is there, then obviously that attracts some more players for sure. Maybe you slide LeBron down to the 4. You bring in a good 3 and D player to play as a small forward. That makes sense, but there's still a distinct lack of defense on that team. There's still a horrible mess of not being able to stop formidable players, especially in the guard positions. You're going to have to bring a defensive anchor in for sure as your center. But then, is that guy going to be good enough to help space the floor offensively? Kyrie Irving can shoot the ball from 3 really well. Luka Doncic, high volume, produces some inefficiency. LeBron James can't really shoot. The 3-and-D guy comes in, but it just feels a little bit too bogged down on the inside offensively. I think offensively, they're going to be one of the greatest teams ever assembled. They're going to score 125. They maybe allow 130, though. That's the type of team this is going to be. Who am I kidding? I'm talking about the bad defense this team has. If this team could somehow get assembled, it would be one of the formidable teams going into the season. It would be the betting favorite. I don't know if it would warrant being the betting favorite, but it would be likely the betting favorite to win the NBA championship at that point. You'd probably see them, oh boy, how much would people steam this team? Probably around 7 plus 700 you'd see this team at. Don't know. I mean, this is all hypothetical situations. I feel like that team would be a mess for depth still. This is only as well if LeBron James gets the buyout where that makes sense. If it's a trade, then like Kyrie and LeBron both have to take pay. Or look, Kyrie would have to take a pay cut to play with his buddy LeBron again. They'd have to find some salary dump elsewhere. They'd have to bring in super cheap players to fill out the depth, and it'd be just a disaster of a team. That this whole situation just screams it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's not going to happen. It is just absolutely not going to happen. But we have a Kyrie Irving, LeBron story. This is going to be at the forefront of media despite the NBA Finals going on. Again, I'm covering it here. I'm talking about it on this channel. Go check out our Game 3 preview for the NBA Finals. We take care of the NBA Finals before we take care of LeBron James and this nonsense. This isn't going to happen. LeBron James is going to finish this season with the Los Angeles Lakers, where I believe he will turn down his player option and join whoever drafts his son Bronny in the 2024 NBA entry draft. This is a fun little discussion, a fun little topic, but at the end of the day, this is just not going to happen. If you guys did enjoy this, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the Board YouTube channel, and make sure for all of your betting needs, the best bettors have the most sports books open that are available to them, so they're constantly line shopping for the best possible prices. You can use the BetStamp app to line shop for these best prices in seconds. Makes it super easy to become a more profitable sports bettor. But if you are going to be signing up to multiple sports books, different sports books, please make sure you use our affiliate code here at the Board YouTube channel. It is linked in the description. betstamp.app/theboard. If you are watching in YouTube form at the moment, you can also scan the QR code in the bottom left of the screen. That will bring you up to the page. Super easy to do, super easy to sign up and become a sharper sports bettor. We have more news coverage like this coming soon on the Board YouTube channel, as well as our NBA Finals game previews. So make sure you're involved, and we'll see you next time for another video.